it's comfortably. This nigga stay up under me. I got this nigga tricking off, cause you know I got the sauce. Got this nigga busting sweats like he fucking PMS. Have you ever seen a rapper tricking on a... Welcome back, BAES. We are here for another vlog. If you are new here, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your notifications so that way you can stay up to date with everything that we got going on. If you are not new here, like I said, welcome back, BAES. It is time to get into some things. I know y'all have been cussing me out about where have I been, what is going on, where is the content, girl. We have a lot to talk about. Y'all have literally been chewing me up in my DM in my comments about, girl, where is the vlog, where is the content, what's going on. We need a BBL update, we need a life update. Who is your man? Because we only seeing from here down. Like, what is going on? What happened with Finesse Season 2? What's been the tea with work? Like, y'all have so many questions, and I'm grateful for it. Because without y'all, I would not be able to do what I'm doing. I would not be where I am at. So, I love y'all, and I'm grateful.
And to my fans, thank you to my fans, period.
Baby, let's talk, because y'all have been whooping my ass in these comments. Like, I feel like I've been getting jumped left and right. Like, I felt like it was like the Gross sisters just yanking my dreads and just walking my shit because y'all would not let up. But I'm grateful, baby, because without y'all, there is no me. So, for starters, it's been a lot going on. I think the last time we talked, I had just finished taking care of my mom. She had gotten out of the hospital. I was dealing with I can't say his name, but we'll call him Bethune because that's the HBCU he went to. And what else was going on? I think I was prepping for Finesse Season 2, which we clearly see did not happen. So, girl, yeah, let's start with mom. We got some things to talk about.
Don't act shocked.
So, okay. Bethune and I stopped dealing with each other. I can't even think of like the time frame from the last vlog, but it had been a few months after the last vlog. Now, after my mother had gotten out of the hospital and surgery and was on bed rest, and I had taken care of her, and she got the green light to be mobile, and I was able to leave and stuff. She wound up being hospitalized again. She called me hysterically crying, saying that she could not move and she couldn't feel her legs. So I freaked out. I lost my shit. I called the paramedics and I flew over to her house. The paramedics beat me there by the grace of God. So, my mental space, and I really don't talk about mental health on here a lot, especially not mine or just in general. But mentally, I was feeling drained and just kind of defeated. I felt like, well, damn, we just got over one situation, and now here we are with another, and how much am I supposed to be able to take and deal and put up with? And then I have this individual over here who I do care about, and I know that they care about me, but they're feeling a type of way because I'm not able to give them the time that it is that they want and need in order for us to sustain. And that's because mentally, my concern was my mother and figuring out her situation and working. That was it. I really wasn't caring about much else. She was my priority. So he understood, but I also had to understand that I wasn't able to give him the time and energy and the proper communication, all of the things that he wanted and needed and deserved. So that one was on me. So yeah, we stopped dealing with each other. And in that moment, my biggest thing was just making sure that my mother was okay, but I also wanted to make sure that my village knew that I needed them, because the last time that I had fell into a depressive state, you guys know, I was canceling bookings, I wasn't going to studio sessions, I was turning down features. I was just not Tavon. So I was just not Tavon, not feeling like myself. Like I said, this was pre-surgery and post-surgery. Because I had lost my grandmother, then lost my brother, then had surgery, then had to be on bed rest, was dealing with a rapper at the time who was just extremely toxic, hadn't properly grieved, had to sit in the house, none of my clothes fit. You guys know I was just drained out of it and over it. So when I felt myself getting back, back into that space, I made sure to acknowledge it, but also say something to my village like, hey, just check on me. I know I'm going to be saying I'm fine, everything is okay, but just check my pulse, check my temperature. And I was able to get through because they did that for me.
I fuck with that little thing, okay?
Yeah. So that did not work out, unfortunately. But what did come out of that situation is that I was able to acknowledge my mental health and my mental health barriers. I was able to take accountability for my actions and realize that, hey, your mental health is really impacting how you're moving in other areas of life. I was able to finally ask and accept the help. What I will say is that my village is very strong, and even when I say I'm okay and they know that I'm not okay, they know that I'm not okay, even if I'm saying that I'm okay. And they respect me enough to allow me to not be okay, but also respect me enough to just sit and be there, even if they don't say anything.
Even if you feel like you don't know what to say, you could say that. Like, Brooke, I don't know what to say, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do need people to be like, nah, I'm going to just come over and just sit. That's what you do as a friend.
And I think for me, that is what really matters most, because sometimes you don't know what to say, especially if the person is coming off kind of passive, or as if they don't want to hear it, or as if everything is just okay. Sometimes you just don't know what to say in order to make a person open up and pull it out of them. But you can just sit there. But, you know, I'm here for you. We can just kiki, we can chill, we can watch TV, we don't have to talk. So I think having that, I think that's what stopped me from falling into my depressive state as hard as I did previously. And so by the grace of God, my mother's okay. We got through that. My village was able to rally around me. And yeah. So right after my mom and Bethune, after my mom and Bethune, I think it was the athlete, but I could be tripping. No, it wasn't the athlete. It was my ex. So in a previous blog, I had talked about an ex of mine who stood me up, and I told y'all that I name dropped him in alphabet soup. This is that same ex. Don't ask me how. I don't know. He contacted me, and I guess I really cared for this man. Well, I'm not going to say I guess, because I know that I did, because we went through hell. But I was being a fucking dummy, bitch. Okay? I sat there in the fucking kitchen and I was acting like I was a grown woman, and I should have got my ass beat. Because why would I let him back in? Like, girl, why would you do that? Because why would you do that to that boy? Why would you let him in, stupid? You so stupid. Knowing he don't mean you no good, stupid. Why would you let him in, stupid? You think just because he got money? Stupid. You stupid. Sorry, y'all. That was the conversation that I had to have with myself when it happened. Because, bitch, I was gagging. But what I will say is that growth. Bitch, once shit transpired and I was like, girl, you have not changed like you said that you have, and all of these things, I actually walked away peacefully. You know, last time, baby, I raised hell. This time, I walked away peacefully because I put myself in a situation. I allowed myself there. And I couldn't be mad at anybody but myself. Yes, you can tell me that you changed, but actions speak louder than words. So baby, I couldn't be mad at nobody but myself. So fuck him too. Fuck you too! So after the ex situation and all of those things, bitch, I went viral. Let's talk about it. So at the time, I really was not thinking anything of it. Like, I hadn't put any thought into it. It was the perky sound that was trending. It was like, perk, what did I say? Perk 10, I just popped a perk 10. Perk 30, I just popped a perk 30. So I literally was not thinking anything of it when I did it. I was in the car, I was rolling a blunt. I looked it crazy. I didn't have on no chaps. I just looked it a mess. No shape up, no nothing. And bitch, it went viral. I was sitting in my car looking homeless. Sorry. And bitch, it went viral. And when I tell you I got red in those comments, I was everything under the sun but a child of God, baby. Everything. Okay?
Perk 10, I popped the perk 10. Perk 30, I popped the perk 30. I popped 60.
I was everything under the sun, and I think that was the learning experience for me because I had received like criticism and stuff prior, but it was mainly in regards to like my music, the content that I was putting out, me posting in thongs and being that type of content creator versus more so just the artistry. And I think that kind of prepared me, but this really set the tone. And it was my manager, who's also my sister, who was like, if you're going to respond to every negative comment, you need to make sure that you're responding to every positive comment. And I had to come to the realization that bitches are going to talk. Everybody's going to have something to say. It is what it is. I know I don't do drugs. But based off of this video, y'all feel like I do and that I'm promoting for bitches to pop perks. And that video really set the tone. Like, because baby, I did over 1 million impressions. Well over.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
So it was like, girl, you did over 1 million impressions, and now it's like bitches are in my comments like you're promoting drug use. That's what's wrong with the LGBTQIA plus community, and that's why there are so many young men that are strung out. And let's be very clear, okay? I'm not promoting anything. The sound was trending. I thought it was funny, so I did it. But I also addressed this situation on Quick Fix because I didn't go off on social media like I wanted to because my team told me to shut the hell up. Which is why on Quick Fix I said I'm only doing perks on the purge or the surge. They said the Ben's botch for my doctor on the verge. Bitch, I've been seeing blue checks. I'm not amazing. Your favorite ball player, blocked letter on my page. Humble rappers quick when they thinking they can hit. Boy, you better take them weakest bars to another bitch. I needed y'all to understand, baby. The only time a bitch was popping a perk, bitch, was after I got my body done. Stop. It never gave druggy. And let's be clear, my doctor prescribed me perk 5s. Bitch, and I didn't even take all of them. I think by day 2, I switched to Tylenol extra strength because I was so scared of becoming addicted. Anyways. So, baby, we went viral. That was a time. And it really set the tone. It gave me the opportunity to realize, like, girl, you have reach. And you have to be mindful of the things that come out of your mouth. It was a learning experience, and I'm grateful for it. And since then, baby, the traction has been up. What happened next? Let me check my list. Oh! Okay, so after I went viral, baby, I got back in my bag and I started to pop out. So my team was, like, very adamant about, baby, don't fall into this dark space like you did before. And you have to get out of the house. You got to get outside. You got to get your face shown, like, because you're working on your project, bitch. You're about to be dropping soon. We have to pop out. And shout out to one of my best friends, Black Phoenix, who was on my ass. Like, girl, we're coming up on Pride season. This is about to be summertime. Bitch, you're an LGBT artist. You need to be at every Pride performance. And what I will say is that I am blessed that there were quite a few people who reached out to me to perform. But I also took it upon myself to make sure that certain people who didn't know my name knew my name. Hey, are you accepting artists to perform? What's going on? Who's your opening act for Dream Doll? Like, let's talk and let's figure it out. And baby, we got it cracking like a big.
Child. Anyway, so.
Okay, so in the midst of me falling in my bag and popping out outside and all of those things, I did start talking to someone. We'll call him the athlete. He's not an athlete, but I don't want to say what he does. But 6'6", so that's where the name the athlete came from. Bitch, y'all know how I'm coming. I'm just big on respect. I felt like in the moment of us dealing with each other, it was a great time. But we did have a moment where we were together and I felt disrespected. And because I felt disrespected, I removed myself from the situation because I already told you ahead of time what I expect. So if you're not meeting those expectations, there's no reason for me to stay around and see if it's going to change. So I got the fuck ASAP. Bitch.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
So shit happens. It is what it is. It was a good time while it lasted. And you know what I'm saying? I hope the Atlanta girls have fun with him. That's all I'm gonna say. But y'all know how I'm coming with any nigga. I don't care what it is that you're doing for me. I don't care what it is that I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because I was able to eat on my own before you got here. So I'm definitely going to still eat when you're not here. And I'm okay with that. You can leave. Or I have no problem leaving. Trust me. So after the athlete, we was in our booking bag. Bitch, when I tell you I had a ball in Pittsburgh Pride, bitch. A blast. A fucking blast. The bag was there. The people was there. I looked cute. And bitch, I got my best friend, Phoenix, and I were both booked. Girl, when I tell you that's tea.
He like a cherry and I fuck him up a perky. Bitch, it costs a fucking turkey. If that nigga wanna work me, that pussy like a cherry and I fuck him up a perky. Pussy fat, I call it Lizzo. Make a nigga spend a bizzle. Fucking on an athlete and I think my neck is just like pharmacy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Theo.
It's my favorite H-Town hottie.
H-Town hottie.
My favorite H-Town hottie.
Yeah, y'all see these motherfucking chairs, they motherfuckers sitting up.
This is what the top's give in Houston, guys. Bitch, Pittsburgh was a motherfucking blast. Now, we did run into a small, when we had got there. So, the promoters were just late with, getting us our black truck and getting us to the hotel and stuff. And we literally, bitch, we pulled a 1-2. I think we were both either booked the day before or the day after. We were there for literally a day, bitch. We got in, got out, got back on the flight, and headed to another city to go perform again. So it was one of those things where it was like, girl, I need the car here. I need you to be on time because once I get in this car, I have to get to the room. I have to start getting ready. I got to get checked into the hotel, get up in the room, start getting ready, get back out, get picked up by the black truck again, get to the event, perform, get out, get back to the hotel, change, get on a flight, and get to the next city. All in 6 hours.
Wake that up, please. Wake that up, please.
Okay, so next. Like I said, catching flights to bookings and stuff like that, that continued on. And then I wound up having to go to New York. So my goal was to perform New York Pride. There's several of them. They have one for each borough, but then they also have the general New York Pride. However, I wound up being in New York because my grandmother passed away. That was the last living grandparent that I had. And again, got hit with another trying time. So in that moment, I was very adamant about I have shows and all of these things going on. So I was on my village ass to be on my ass to make sure that I don't slip because it was a time. That was a trying time. That was the last grandparent that I had that was still alive. My grandmother was very instrumental in me being who I am, especially when it comes to being as spiritual as I am. My grandmother was in church 7 days a week. And she raised my sister Jasmine. So it was even harder for me to see her break down because there's nothing that I can do to comfort her and to make her know that it's going to be okay, which was very hard. So I kind of felt like, I guess in a sense I felt before, where it was like, girl, now what? But what I will say is that shout out to my village, shout out to my village, shout out to my village for making sure that I was as okay as I could be given the circumstances, for continuously holding me accountable and making sure that I didn't let my work requirements and responsibilities fall to the wayside because I was not feeling my best. So New York happened. Oddly enough, I went on a date while I was there. We still communicate. He's a great guy. Just not gonna happen. So yeah. And then what was next?
I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna clamp my tongue. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna move right along.
Okay, so after New York, I got back to Atlanta and I was like, okay, girl, we got to get Finesse Season 2 taken care of. So I started shooting content and we shot the music video to Bust It. One of the guys that I was talking to at that time actually was the athlete. Oddly enough, I know I said previously that it didn't work out, but it didn't. But the time frame of us talking was it was some time. So the athlete is actually in the Bust It music video. So we got back to Atlanta, and yeah, the team and I, we started drawing up everything that we needed to do, and we got the Bust It music video done, and that was crazy as fuck, if I'm being honest. Girl, where do I start? The music video was like a house party thing, but it was still close set. Child, the athlete had forgot some things that needed to be at the video shoot, so I instantly was triggered. I forgot some things that needed to be at the video shoot, so I was even more triggered. But we made it work. We figured it out. I had left my Prada shoes here at home. Thank God where I was going, my friend was there, and we wear the same size shoes. And yeah, so I wound up using his black McQueens because I had left my black Pradas in the house. My videographer came. He did his job, his big one, as he always does. It was a bit like, because of the type of video I was shooting and what I had on. And his team, these are all straight people. And then there's me. So I was sitting there twerking and throwing ass in a circle in a skirt. In front of all of these grown ass, it was a camera crew. Like, baby, just... So it was interesting. I'm not going to go too much into details. If y'all want a story time about the video shoot, let me know. But baby, just know it was tea. So we kept getting booked and stuff after that. Shout out to Ambassador Chloe bookings because baby, the BU Festival, another booking, ate that right on up. And then I got to pop out for Brendan, my child's birthday, and girl, it was a great time. We had a fucking ball. Then we got to this pool party, and bitch, I gagged a little bit because my ex wound up showing up.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm fucking him.
So girls, no shade. I gagged a little bit. Because I hadn't seen this particular ex in over a year. This is the one I've talked about him too. This is the one who how will y'all remember him? I pulled the bullet out his back. Find that vlog and you will see me holding the bullet in my hand that I pulled out of his back. That's who this ex was. And it wasn't until that moment that I realized, bitch, I had some issues because I was instantly triggered when I saw him. And that let me know after that situation, like, girl, you have got to get it together and move on because, bitch, I was so mad. I was ready to fight everybody in the party. I'm like, how come nobody told me this bitch was coming here, da-da-da-da-da. And girl, it should never give that. This is a situation that you have moved on from. So that let me know that I hadn't completely moved on as I thought I had. And I acted an ass.
Hey, nigga. Hey. Nigga.
So I acted an ass. But you live and you learn. It was a learning experience. And now here we are. So whatever. Fuck him too. Okay, so I flew to Houston to see one of my best friends, Phoenix. Love him to pieces. Bitch, had a ball. Houston owes me nothing. Like, literally went from the club to the after hours to the flight, missed the flight, back to Houston, back out another night, back to the club again, back to the after hours again, back to the airplane, from the airplane, back to Atlanta, unpacked, packed again, back on a flight. It was a time. It was literally a time. Like, bitch, I was going boom, 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 boom. There was no break. And I had a ball. Linked with some nigga that I don't know, but it was a great time. Nothing happened, but it was a great time. I had a great time.
What we doing? Hitting money. What I'm doing? Hitting money. What they doing? Hating on us. What I'm doing? Hitting money. What we doing? Hitting money. What I'm doing? Hitting money. What they doing? Hating on us. What I'm doing?
I'm about to Alabama. This bitch pass me the chair. She need a hit. I ain't talking. So next, okay, we almost done, y'all. We got quick fix photo shoot. So I was so over my fucking cover art for Finesse Season. Finesse Season did not come out because my management did not feel like I had the proper rollout. So respectfully, because Finesse Season was so personal, and on this project, I'm actually being vulnerable and showing a different side of me that is not usually seen. They wanted it to have the proper rollout. So because I felt like, well, girl, I haven't put out anything in, bitch, I'm not gonna play with me. I gotta do something. Quick fix was developed. I wanted to get my point across of, bitch, I'm still here. Please stop playing with me. My pussy still pops. My bars still pop. You bitches can't sit with me. And I feel like I got that point across. So we did a photo shoot for Quick Fix, and that went amazing. And then after the photo shoot, I went on a date with the trainer. Yeah, I'm young. I'm fine. I'm gonna date. I ain't fucking everybody, but I am gonna date.
Savage on my pussy, got this nigga buying Fendi. If they saying I ain't hot, it's cause they bitch ain't fucking with.
So the trainer and I did not work out, clearly. The date was cool after the photo shoot or whatever. And then we went back, we drank, we smoked, we vibed, we played games and shit, spent the night, nothing happened. Went home the next day. Well, in the process of that, he asked me to text him when I got home, and I forgot. I stopped and did other things. One of my best friends, Kamori, I went to help them. I went to help my child, Brett, and then I got home and I started working on Quick Fix because I had to get everything submitted in time for pre-order and all of those things. So he wound up texting me with an attitude like, bitch, did you get lost? You didn't make it home? And I'm like, girl, I forgot. So I think because I wasn't giving the communication that he wanted, especially early on, he was like, bitch, I'm not even finna waste my time because if you're not communicating how I need you to communicate now, who's to say that you will later on? So respectfully, he pulled away and
night.
Bye, bitch.
Night, night.
Bye, bitch.
So then you guys, my baby, my bookie butts, Jay Ree, She is pregnant. We had her baby shower. It was so pink and so pretty. I'm so excited to be a gunkle. That was an amazing time. The trade was in the building. That's all I'm gonna say. But I had a good time supporting the baby. You know, Tay love the kids. And then after that, what's the next thing that you guys need to know about? Oh, lastly, I signed an NDA. So this guy in particular is, child, what can I say? What can I say? What could you say? Okay, so, fuck, what can I say?
But I'm not gonna drop any names. The quieter you are, the more money you get.
So, NDA. We call him NDA because first date, I signed the NDA. And he's a great guy. He's very transparent. He communicates well. He's respectful. He brings a lot to the table. And yeah, I like him. I feel like I shouldn't like him though, because of his lifestyle. And because of who he is in his lifestyle is why I had to sign an NDA. So it's one of those things where it's like, damn, I like this nigga, but damn, you like this nigga and you're in this situation. So what I will say is that I appreciate how attentive he is. I have been in spaces in situationships and relationships with individuals who make 6 figures, 7 figures, and they feel like because they are the breadwinner or because they bring this to the table, you know, shut up, sit there, eat your food and be grateful. And I'm the type of bitch, with or without you, I'm going to eat. When you came into my life, I had a check. When you leave my life, I'm going to have a check. So for you to come into my life and be as financially sound as you are and not make me feel less than because of that is a good feeling. So yeah, he's a great guy. He does for me before I even have to ask. So I will say that. And that is, it's hard to find these days, especially with someone who's established. So yeah, that's NDA. And now we're done. That's where I've been and what's been going on. Now let's jump into Quick Fix real quick, and I'm going to answer a couple of BBL questions and we're good to go. So Quick Fix has been doing amazing. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting me. It's been crazy. I think with like World Star posting me on Instagram, the independent artist Billboard page posted me on Instagram, some influencers, like there were just blogs and pages posting me, and I was like, bitch, this is, I guess you bitches liked me or wanted me to come back. Like I was gagging a little bit, and shout out to World Star, bitch, because I got a couple of blue checks in my DM. Yeah, shout out to y'all. So Quick Fix has been doing great. Thank you to all of my Tay Base who have been supporting me, reposting, making videos. Y'all the shit. I love it.
Sometimes you have to take a step back, revamp, and pull up as a new. You feel me? You can't, sometimes you gotta go backwards. You gotta be like, all right, I'm Gucci, I'm out. I'm done. We moving on. I'm out. I'm done. Lay low for a minute, rebrand, figure out what you want to do, and pull up as a new. And
it's no tea, like, girl, I was so nervous to drop because, like I said, I hadn't dropped a project, I feel, since 2020. I dropped Freestyle Fridays in 21 after I got work done. And that was just to put something out, but I don't really count that as a full project. So for me, I hadn't really dropped a full project since 2020, and I was still able to get booked off of my old music. So for me to put out new music and for it to be received well and all of those things, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, I am more than elated. So yes, God is good all the time, baby. So now, When I did the poll about what y'all wanted to know, some of y'all had sent me hella BBL questions. We're not finna go through all of that, but I'm gonna answer like maybe 3, 4, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, so let's get into some of these BBL questions. One of these really cracked me up. So it says, how obtainable is a BBL for a broke bitch? You are not a broke bitch. You are just in between blessings. And it's easily obtainable. You can put down $500 if you want to just like do it like that. Put down $500. Set your surgery date for like a year out, so that way you give yourself time to pay it off, because it has to be paid off prior to surgery. And then just make your payments, girl, like a car note. You'll be fine. How long did it take to heal, and how long did you wait to take dick? So my doctor told me 6 weeks. But I just saw him do a video with somebody the other day and was like, I tell my patients 3 months. He didn't tell me that. He told me 6 weeks, and yes, it was painful. I healed, I mean, I guess relatively fast. I don't really know. Now, as far as how long did you wait to take the D? I think I was sitting on the dick after week 4.
Damn!
Week 4 hit, and I was dealing with a rapper at the time. And baby, he didn't want to wait. And neither did I, no shade. So, girl, it is what it is. How painful was it on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, I was asleep during the process. The pain was more so like afterwards, and it really wasn't as much pain as it was like tenderness. But if we're just talking about like the feeling and all of that on a 1 to 10, I'd say day of surgery, after I came off the table, I was so fucked up I can't tell you. But day 2, I was about at like an 8. So, do you recommend your doctor? Y'all ask me this all the time. Yes, I just posted him the other day.
This is Dr. Cliff Cannon here at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami.
But I always tell people at the end of the day, research, 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 research. Ask questions and research. And make sure that you feel comfortable before you do anything. And make sure that you're doing it for yourself. And you'll be good to go. And that's all we're going to do for that. So, you guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been cute. It's been fun, but a bitch gotta run. I am going to get you guys more content. Please don't beat my ass in the comments. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm excited to get this out. We're in a better space right now, and we're doing the things of the things. So, shout out to all of my Tay-Bays. Thank you for watching this video and for tuning in. And we are out, baby. We are out. It's a wrap. It's a wrap on the set. Let's make some noise for
bitch. Chopper get you laced, I ain't talking about a stitch. Gotta hear a trigger in this bitch, gotta itch this pussy good. This nigga pissed. He wanna fuck, but he a trick. I treat him like a lick. And now he